Hey guys, long time no see. It's been a little bit. I've been pretty busy. I'm back in the woods though. You can see I've got a little trap built back here. This is going to be for larger game. I'll take you off the tripod and take you over and let you look at it here in a minute. Let me say though, these traps that I do, they're not legal. I don't know of a U.S. state that they're legal in. These are survival traps. I don't know about other countries, you know, might be legal in your country, I'm not sure, but make sure you look into that stuff. Don't set these and think that you're going to harvest game with them, because you'll get a big ticket. You'll get in big trouble. As far as practicing, you know, and triggering them and set them up and stuff like that, that's no big deal. You can do that. Just don't try to harvest game in them. Like I say, that's going to get you in big trouble. But it's good to practice setting them up and playing with different triggers, different traps. Like I say, this is a trap that'll work while you're out fishing, or fishing, hunting, scouting. This will work for you while you're out working, doing something else that needs to be done. And it's a good idea to set multiples and different styles of traps. Not just all big game, put out some small game stuff. You're going to want to scout your area. You're going to want to see what type of game is in that area. Kind of pay attention to your surroundings and stuff. But this is a pretty efficient trap here. Let me take you off the tripod and I'll show it to you. Okay. You see the tripwire? This trap is loaded and ready to go. It takes a lot of cordage, and I've used that bright stuff so you can see, in a survival situation you're not going to use bright green cordage. This log is for the deer. I've got this set about deer high. Small deer, maybe a large pig. But when this comes down, it's going to hit that animal and push that animal up against this. And these 4 spikes are going to impale that animal. Hopefully hold it there and not let it go. If it does get loose and get out of the trap, you should have, with them 4 punctures, you should have a blood trail that you can track that animal. It won't go very far. But as you can tell, I got a peg in the back here. I don't want to get too close to this thing because this thing will even mess up a human. I've got the tripwire. I have another stake in the ground. This is my trip toggle. Okay, and you can set this, I don't have it set hair trigger right now, but you can move this to the edge, move it over, and it'll make it hair trigger. I mean, something just bumps this trip line, and that'll slide off of that shelf. Everything will come down, the spikes will come swinging down, and like I say, pin the animal against the other log. When building this trap, pay attention to the animals that are in your area. You want to build this for the animal. Bigger animals, heavier spikes, taller, to press him up against there, you want a little taller, heavier duty cordage. Everything will have to be heavier with a bigger animal, smaller with a smaller animal. If you have a problem with the animal not wanting to go under this, because it's kind of a confined space, sometimes, if you're, and you want to build this on the trail, but sometimes they won't go through a confined space. So what you would do, you would take this and move it higher up, make this longer, but still keep everything to where it lines up with your I'm going to call that the shoulder board, because that's about shoulder high on the animal. You want to keep it lined up with that. But like I say, if it's too confined, just move that up, make these longer, bring it out farther. You'll have a longer trip line, but it'll make it more room for the animal not to feel so confined and weary, you know. But that's it, you know. We'll get a little closer here. You've got just this stick, that stick, that stick, that stick. It just makes a square. Then I've got it lashed in 4 places against the top stick on the tree that goes all the way across the tree. Then you've got your spikes put in. Let's go ahead and set it off and see what happens here. Alright, again, this is the animal trail. The animal will come through here. This is about a foot or so off the ground. I don't have this set hair trigger, so I'm going to have to hit it pretty good, but see what happens here. There we go. Reset it. Something else up here, if you need more weight coming down on the animal, you can put a heavier log, lash a heavier log up here. That'll give it more momentum, more weight coming down, and it'll stick these spikes in deeper. The more penetration you can get in the animal, the better. It's going to help make it bleed out faster, leave a better blood trail if it gets out of the trap. Usually they won't get out of the trap if you have weight up there. It's, like I say, it's going to pin them back here, and these spikes are going to impale it. It will immobilize that animal. And then when you come back, you're going to have food, you know. So let's set it off a few more times. Alright guys, hope you got something out of that. Like I say, check your laws before you do any of this stuff and try to actually harvest animals. It is illegal, and but it's a good survival tool to know. If you ever need it, you'll have food. Something else, try to keep your scent out of the trap build, especially for like deer and hogs. They can smell really good. The least amount of your body scent you keep in the whole area, the better. If you do scent it up, it's going to have to sit there for several days for your scent to wear down, and you know, Nobody wants to wait several days to eat. You want to get food as fast as possible. But all right, guys, remember, it's not what you can spend or how much you spend, it's about the memories you make. Pow!